everybody, it's Norma and it is time for an Empties video. And oh boy, the month of June was pretty darn good for burning. Even though I wasn't home a lot and I don't have as many empties as you normally see, pretty much everything except for a couple things were really good performers. So I was pretty happy with what I was burning in the month of June. Now, July is a little bit of a struggle for me, as you'll see when I do my what I'm burning now in July video. But June was pretty darn good. So I'm just gonna kind of whip through this because a lot of these I've burned before, I've talked about before, but there are some new ones to me. So I'm gonna start with Henri Bendel. This is a candle that I bought on Memorial Day. They had a sale, and I actually decided to take myself to the Snooty Mall across town and see what they had, because I actually wanted to buy a wallet for my mom, and you know, they had their semi-annual sale going on. So I got the wallet, and they had all their sale candles tucked away in drawers, so I had to ask for them, and they didn't have many left in the home collection. But I did pick up this one. This was Fig and Juniper, based on the recommendation of Melissa, who is one of the moderators in my Facebook group. And she tends to have really good taste, and our tastes are sort of aligned. So I picked this up, and I really enjoyed it. It definitely, I think, was a little bit stronger on the fig. So if you're familiar with their fig candle, that had that basis in there, but I definitely picked up the juniper as well. It was really nice. It was kind of an odd scent to be burning in June, but I wanted to try it in case I wanted to get more before they ran out. And it's kind of in my plan to get more. I just haven't been able to get back to the store, and I believe this one is now sold out online. They do have, I think, lavender and cotton left, and jasmine and bergamot, which I've been wanting to get them. I just haven't. It's just been crazy. I don't know. Between, you know, life and no money, I just can't buy as many candles as I want. It's so sad. Anyway, I really did enjoy that one, and it, you know, threw great. If I get a chance to get more, I will. If not, at least I got to experience it once. And so I'm going to move on to Bath and Body Works candles. I'll start with my least favorite, which is Lemon Drops. Oops, sorry. Now, I actually like the scent. You know, a lot of people said it was similar to Limoncello, which to me it's not. It's a little bit sweeter. But the problem I had with this one, as you can see, I barely burnt it. I mostly did this one in the crock. Is when it was burning, it was really light, and it's been like really hot here. It's really weird weather. It'll be like we have a heat wave in the 90s for a few days, and then it'll drastically cool down to like the 60s, maybe 70s, and then it'll be back in the 90s. So when I was burning this one, it was in the 90 phase, and so I really was craving like juicy citrus lemon type scents. And so I pulled this one out, and it just wasn't throwing for me. So I threw it in the crock, and it did better, but it still wasn't that great of a thrower in the crock. I could smell it when I was in the kitchen, which is where I have my crock, but I have an open concept. So like the kitchen, dining room, living room is all one room. And I could really only smell it when I was in the kitchen. So I was a little bit disappointed because I just love sweet lemon scents. But yeah, I don't know if I have any more of these. I think maybe I have one or two, but I think I exchanged the ones I got. So I think this is probably my only one. Okay. Now the other three on the table did really well. This is Raspberry Peach Macaron, which everyone was so thrilled and excited when they brought it back this year. And I actually really do like this one a lot. So I just had to burn one again. And, you know, because like I said, in June, it was either in the 90s or the 60s. So I brought this one out during the 60s phase because I wanted a little bit of bakery, but nothing too heavy. Just, you know, a fruity, light, vanilla type bakery scent, which this fit the bill perfectly. Threw great, no burn issues. a little bit of a fast burner compared to some Bath and Body Works candles I have. I know some people can get through theirs like in a couple days. It usually takes me 2 weeks to get through a Bath and Body Works candle because I don't burn it all the time. You know, after 2-3 hours, it's out, and I don't usually burn them in the morning. I only burn them at night when I come home. So, you know, we're talking maybe 2 hours burn time a day, you know, so that's 14 hours, and then 2 weeks gives you 24 hours. How long are they supposed to burn? Yeah, 25 to 45 hours. So, yeah, that's about right. So this is London Tea and Lemon. Yeah, because if I burn 2 to 3 hours a day, yeah, that works. This is the new packaging that came out this year. I do like the label on this one a lot. To me, it smells just like the other ones that I have out. I love this scent. To me, you know, it's a lemon tea scent. I do smell mostly tea versus lemon, although I know some people tend to pick up more of the lemon. And the lemon part is more like that Lipton iced tea lemon, so I think that's why some people don't like this scent, because that's what they pick up, that artificial Lipton iced tea scent. But to me, I get mostly tea when it's burning with just a little bit of lemon, so I love it. New for me this year was Sweet Cherry Pie. Yeah, I love this one. It's just like a cherry pie filling, but you do get the crust. And, you know, I discovered this late. It came out, you know, earlier this year, and I just wasn't buying any candles. I just wasn't interested in anything. And I really wasn't interested in this candle whatsoever, because I normally don't like cherry scents. They tend to they tend to smell like cough drops to me. But there were so many recommendations about this candle, and then when I actually got to sniff it, I really liked it, and I was like, I don't know. So I bought one to try, burnt it right away, and then I went around and bought a couple more. You know, there weren't a lot around, but, you know, I managed to pick up a few. I kind of wish I could have gotten more, but people, I got a lot of candles. Yeah. But I really enjoy this one. If you haven't picked it up yet, and you can find it, I suggest you grab it. Sweet Cherry Pie. Okay, so now we are down to our Kringles and our Yankees. So I'm going to do Kringle first, because I only have 2, and they're 2 of my favorites. Almost the same, but not. We have Kringle Pink Grapefruit in the classic line, and we have Grapefruit Ginger in the Country Candle line. I love both of them. So I was like, well, you know, do I really need to be buying Kringle from the classic line and Grapefruit Ginger from the Country Candle line? You know, I should figure out which one I like the best. And for me, it's a really, really hard choice, because I do like them both. You know, I do love the white wax. I love the look of this. I mean, this is gorgeous too. It was like a, you know, orange colored wax, like a pinkish orange coral almost. I love the ginger in it because I love ginger. I thought the grapefruit in here was a little bit juicier, a little bit tartar. This one, it was a little bit more florally, but a little bit, I don't know, you guys. I like them both, and they aren't the same. You know, this one I can definitely smell like a little bit of the jasmine. It's a little florally, but in a good way. It still smells like juicy pink grapefruit to me. This is just more sharper, juicier, you know, a little bit more sassy. So the verdict's out. I can't decide which one I like better, because I do like them both. Now, as far as burning goes, I think this one did a little bit better, because my Grapefruit Ginger did have a little bit of issue with puny wicks around halfway through. But as you can see, it did burn all the way down. It still pulled out, it's still through, but the wicks just weren't as bright and cheery as, you know, most people like their candles to be. Whereas my pink grapefruit had no issues with the burning. So if I had to go just based on performance with the burning and the flames, this one would probably win out. But I do like them both a lot. Okay, and so now we're down to Yankee. This one, I could not smell at all. Brazilian passion fruit. I threw it in the crock, and I couldn't even smell it then. So this one was kind of a dud. And I think I better hurry because I only got a couple more minutes left to record. Soft Blanket, a classic. Loved it. Threw great. You know, paraffin wax, not the smooth. One of my favorites. Now, I divided the rest of the candles by years. Everything on the table is from 2013 except for Tutti Frutti, which is 2016. And everything did great except for this one. This was Citrus Tango. It was new for 2013. Beautiful label, but it didn't smell when it was burning. I finally threw it in the crock, and honestly, I couldn't even smell it then. So, yeah, I'm glad I didn't get more of that because it just was a fail. The other one's from 2013, Key Lime Pie. It was fabulous. I actually have one more in the crock. It's doing great in the crock. It just smells delicious. I absolutely love this one. And I think it came back earlier this year, and I didn't pick any more up, and I'm kind of regretting that because one of my favorites as far as like fruit summer scents. Love Key Lime Pie. 2013 Stormwatch did great except for the burn. It's a very, very slow burner. So I did have some tunneling issues. And honestly, I'm kind of over this scent now. I mean, I've had it for a while. I still have several left. So if it comes back, you know, which it always seems to come back, I think I'm kind of over it. I don't know if I would repurchase it again. Roses of Cliff Walk, favorite. Did beautiful. I'm almost out of time. I gotta move it here. Bay Breeze, I absolutely love. It just threw great. I don't know why people say it smells like feeder socks. I get that because the first time I smelled it on cold, I didn't like it. But when it burns, I just get salty sea air, and it throws great. I absolutely love it. My Lilac Blossoms did really good, but it actually did better in the crock. It smelled nicer. It just smelled like sweeter or something. I don't understand it, but another classic favorite. And then, of course, Tutti Frutti from the Tutti Frutti glitch from a couple years ago. This one did great as well. So all in all, I was really, really happy with my Yankees this month, except for, you know, this one and the Citrus Tango. So there you guys have it. That's my candle empties for the month of June, getting ready for July. If you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe below, and have a blessed day.